Hello everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne. I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about RV dealerships and how you can buy an RV the right way and avoid a lot of trouble and frustration while saving money. You know, RV dealerships are often truly more about sales than they are almost anything else. I mean, they may have a service department, but the reality is that the vast majority of RV dealers have the sales department driving the dealership. And unfortunately, many have adopted tactics from car dealers. And I think we've all had our experiences in the past with high-pressure car dealers. And that whole sales process is designed to get as much money out of every customer that comes through as they possibly can, and not always prioritizing getting that customer the product that they need. So with this kind of sales process facing them, many RV buyers make huge mistakes. They spend way too much money for the RV that they buy. Or maybe they buy an RV, but it's the wrong one for their style of travel and camping. Or maybe they get an RV that has all kinds of hidden problems that they're not aware of, and they will deal with that later on. Well, the point is that you can avoid all of these issues and problems that I just went through if you follow a few simple steps that I'm going to cover today. And let's go ahead and let's get started. Number one, do your research before you buy anything. And when I say research, a lot of folks go, oh no, I don't want to do that. Well, actually, some research can be a lot of fun. For instance, if you're a newbie or a newer RV buyer, well, then you need to get familiar with the different kinds of RVs that are out there and the floor plans that are available. The way I recommend to do that, that's fun, is go to as many RV dealers as you can. You're not going to buy anything at this point. You're just going there to look. And you go through RV after RV, all different kinds, all different sizes. And you're going through them with a purpose, not just to look at them and say, oh, this is nice, I like that, or I don't like this. No, what you want to do is go in, find out how livable that kind of RV is. Sit in the chairs. Get into that dinette. Get in and out of that. See how easily that works for you. Go in the back and lay in the bed. See how comfortable it is. Stand in the shower. Sit on the toilet. You know, go through and imagine yourself living in that RV. Now, if you go through enough RVs this way, you're pretty soon going to figure out the things you like and the things you don't like. You're going to find out what type of RV really works for you, and very often you get a real feel for the kind of floor plan that fits you as well. Now that you have all that information, that research done that was fun, well, then it takes a little bit more, and it's going to take a little concentration here. You need to find out which brands produce the best quality products. See, you know what type of RV you want. Now find the quality brands. There's a few ways to do that. Number one, you can go through and you can do a lot of research online in forums and websites and all of that, and probably come up with a pretty decent list. However, if you'd like to shorten that time and get right to the quality products, I have created some guidebooks that'll help you do that. They focus on all the different kinds of motorhomes and also on fifth wheels. And they will give you the quality brands, manufacturers, and models for you to start with first. That'll be the best place to start when you're looking for an RV. And that will give you a real leg up as you're going through this process. Now, the last thing you need to do is get a feel for the cost of the RV that you're looking at. In other words, what should you be paying? One of the best places I have found for price research is rvtrader.com. Now, don't go on there and just search in your area. No, it's actually good to search all across the country to get as many RVs to look at and to find out what the prices are. And that way you'll get a real feel for what you should be spending. See, by now, you know what the type is that you want to get, the type of RV. You should know the brand. You probably know the models. So search nationwide and get an idea for the starting prices that they're going for. And then you'll know where you should be negotiating from. Okay, at this point, you got your homework done. All your research is done. Now it's time to go to the dealer and start the buying process. The first thing that I'm going to tell you here is don't accept whatever the RV salesperson tells you. You know, you have to understand that many RV salespeople don't really know a whole lot about the RV that they're selling you. And they are salespeople. So, unfortunately, in many cases, they're going to tell you almost anything you want to hear. So, it's okay to listen to them. Just don't put total trust in everything that a salesperson's going to tell you about that RV. There's a lot of RV buyers that did that, and they regret it now. Now, the other thing about buying an RV, and something you need to be ready for when you go to the dealership, is financing. Now, if you're going to pay cash, you don't even have to worry about this. But if you're going to finance the RV, like probably the vast majority of buyers do, then you need to have your RV financing pre-arranged. This is very important. I made a video on it just a few weeks back, and I highly recommend that you go through that video and learn about how to finance your RV the right way. You see, the finance department in an RV dealership is one of the biggest profit centers, if not the biggest profit center for the entire dealership. Why? Because they're usually not really offering you a great deal, but that gets lost in all the monthly payments that they work out for you. So have your financing pre-done. In fact, get pre-approved for your financing before you even get to the dealer. Now, if the dealer gives you a better deal on financing, well, then that's fine. But if not, then you have your financing ready to go, and you will save a ton of money that way. My next point in the buying process is insist on getting any new or used RV that you buy inspected before you take delivery. Now, you may meet with some real resistance on this. There's a lot of dealers out there right now that don't want RV inspections. Why? Well, again, let's get back to that original thought that most RV dealers are driven through the sales department. So they don't want anything to slow that sales process down. They want to move you right along while you're excited and you're really into buying and get this thing done as quickly as possible. Well, the inspection slows down that process. You see, the dealer goes to great lengths to stay in control of the buying process. But when you demand an RV inspection, you are in control, and that's very important. Now, RV dealerships, unfortunately, often will know that there are problems with RVs, sometimes even with new RVs. They're very well aware of it. What they want to do is allow you to buy it, take it out and camp with it and use it, and then find the problems, then come back to them. You see, they've already gotten paid. They've got their money, so they have no real incentive at this point to be very quick about taking care of things. And they will fix it for you, but they'll put you at the back of their service department line and get to it when they're ready. Well, this is very frustrating. This is very irritating, and the internet is filled with examples of this taking place at RV dealerships. Getting the RV inspected is the first step to avoid all that, because here's the next thing you want to do. When the inspector is done with their report, they'll give you a list of issues for that RV, problems that need to be fixed. In fact, you can call it kind of like a punch list that you would get for a new home that you're buying. Once you have the punch list in hand, you can then do one of two things with it. You can tell the dealer that you want to negotiate the price further to reflect all the issues you're going to have to fix after you take delivery, or you can demand that they fix those issues now before you take delivery. Either way, you win out in that scenario. Now, it's so important that you do that before you take delivery, because after you take delivery, there's very little incentive for them to be quick about solving your problems. But you're still not done. Even after you got the inspection done, even after you've given the punch list to the dealer and you've gotten the issues fixed, they've come back and said they're fixed, you need to verify that they have been fixed or repaired. You need to make sure they've actually done what they said they would do. Don't ever take an RV dealership's word that everything was fixed the way it should be. It may have been fixed to some degree, but not to the way it should have been. And sometimes it's not even fixed at all. So verify it. It may even call for you to get the RV inspector back and have them verify that everything was repaired and is functioning correctly. Or you can do it yourself, or even find someone you know that knows about RVs who can verify it. But the point is, don't take delivery of an RV until you're sure that all these issues have been repaired, if you have left it up to the dealership to do that. All right, now, having gone through this process that I've talked to you about today, these steps for assuring that you get a good RV, it may sound like there's just nothing but bad RV dealers out there. And that's not the truth. I don't want to paint all RV dealerships with a wide brush, because there are some that are very customer oriented and they want to help you and they want you to get the product that will work best for you. But there's far too many RV dealers in this industry that are not like that. You do need, my friends, to protect yourself when you're dealing with them. If you'll follow the guidelines that I've given you today, you will be able to get the RV that you want, the RV that you need, and the RV that will give you great service for years to come. Well, that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends. Until next time.